Yes, my name is Felipe Smith. I'm a comic book writer, artist, and a character designer, and I'm a guest at Japan Expo USA 2014. I almost named another convention. Sorry about that. And yeah, I'm the creator of a series called Pipochu that I published for a year and a half in Japan through Kodansha and Morning 2 magazine. I'm also a character designer on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Nickelodeon TV show, and I'm the creator of Marvel's all-new Ghost Rider and the writer of the monthly series. I went to Japan because the kind of story I wanted to write was a little bit different from what's sold in comics here in the US at the time. I didn't want to tell superhero stories at the time, and I wanted to do things that were more grounded in real life and in my own personal experiences. So I wrote a story called Pipochu, which is about an American otaku who likes Japanese culture, very specific parts of Japanese culture, which were anime and manga and video games. And he gets to go to Japan and see what Japan is really like, which before moving to Tokyo, I was very aware of different sides of life in Japan, and that anime and manga and like visual kei and video game pop and those things are just a very specific part of Japanese culture. And it's the pop culture that makes it to the Western world. And a lot of people only know that side of Japan. So what I wanted to do for the Western readers in my series was also show them other parts of Japan, a little bit of how people live in Japan day to day that may have nothing to do with the kind of entertainment that they're used to, or the kind of life that they see portrayed in Japanese comics or animation or those things. And at the same time, having a lot of friends from Japan and meeting a lot of people who would come to study to the US, and they would have all these preconceived notions of what Americans were like and what life in USA was like. And so I wanted to show and kind of show in a humorous way how both Americans and Japanese are mutually misinformed many times about the other country's culture. So that's what Pipochu ended up being. And that's why I wanted to go to Japan. I thought Japan, especially Kodansha, the publishers have an interest in telling that kind of story, which is very different, sometimes very personal. And so far the publishers over here, unless it was an independent publisher, which a lot of times has less of a readership and less of a budget, and so it would be a lot harder to do that kind of project here in the States at the time.
Oh my gosh.
Currently I work full-time at Nickelodeon Animation Studios on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the animated TV show, and I design characters for the show. I also write the monthly all-new Ghost Rider for Marvel Comics, which Robbie Reyes is the protagonist of the series, and he's a character I created. And I also worked together with the artist, the first artist for the first arc, Tradmore, designing the character as the new Ghost Rider, which is not, he rides a car and he doesn't have a normal human skull, but more of a metallic look. And that's another thing I'm doing. And then I work in illustration as well, so I illustrate covers for other comic books that I'm neither writing nor drawing. But a lot of times they'll reach out for me to do covers as well, which is cool because I like drawing. Even if it's not my own stuff, if it's a project I'm interested in, I do like illustrating. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I like Japan Expo a lot. It's I guess compared to other shows, I think Japan Expo has emphasis on other parts. I was talking about, anime and manga and video games, and those things are very popular in the Western world. But I think Japan Expo also, maybe shows more of Japanese culture, both pop and traditional, in the convention. And also just the energy of the crew here I like a lot. I think the organizers are they're on the right track in terms of putting together a convention and really bringing entertainment to their audience, and also I guess promoting cross-cultural experiences, both by having artists from Japan coming over here and teaching about what they do to the fans over here, and also them having a chance to come here and see how things are in the US. So yeah, it's been fun. I'm really happy to be here for the second time. I'm pretty excited for this year.